This morning on DC News Now, a Supreme Court showdown. Fencing surrounding the High Court this morning as justices prepare to hear arguments on whether or not former President Donald Trump will be allowed on the ballot this year. Staying mild and sunny today as we close out the week. We're tracking your next chance of wet weather this weekend.
Change is happening. And today, the state of our state, it is strong.
Plus, Maryland marching forward. The vision laid out by Governor Moore in yesterday's State of the State address. Celebrating Black History Month, how you can stretch your dollar while visiting the National Museum of African American History and Culture. And fans flocking to Vegas ahead of Super Bowl 58. We're live from the Strip this morning with what they can expect in Sin City.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning. Look at that sun coming up. It is 7 o'clock right now on a Thursday morning. Our photographer John Finley is at the Supreme Court ahead of a major hearing for former President Donald Trump. But we do want to say, we'll have more on that coming up in just a bit, but we do want to say thank you for starting your morning with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Shanika, she's keeping an eye on the roads. We're going to check in with her in just a moment for more on your commute. But first, let's turn things over to Jackie, starting us off with the forecast.
Yeah, a bit cold out there this morning, but not quite as cold as yesterday morning, which is the good news. But we do have the 20s and 30s across the map right now. 36, though, in D.C. That's one of the warmer spots on the map. We are into those mid-30s also over towards Annapolis and Lexington Park. Seeing those 20s, though, for many of the suburbs, including Manassas coming in at 26, 21 over towards Woodstock. But again, we're several degrees above what we started off with yesterday morning, so at least we are continuing that warming trend, and we'll continue to notice those high temperatures later on today, back into the 50s. Two clouds sliding on by right now. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds out there for your Thursday. High temperatures bouncing back low to mid-50s across much of the area. Talking about those mid-50s for D.C. areas south, and even warmer tomorrow. Latest details on that coming up. Shanika, what's the latest on the roadways this morning?
All right, heading out to Montgomery County, we're seeing a lot of delays out there. Most of your major roadways now starting to pick up. 270 heading south, you can see a lot of brake lights past Middlebrook Road. Let's flip over to the maps off of 270 right in Germantown. You will see a tractor trailer fire. So that fire is out, but Observation Drive is still closed right near Seneca Meadows and Ridge Road. Here's the Capitol Beltway out of Prince George's County. On the inner loop side, you're going to find a crash past Arena Drive.
Shanika, thank you. An FBI contractor is in police custody this morning.
Officials say John Worrell III stole an agent's car from the Bureau headquarters in D.C. yesterday. Worrell was arrested while trying to enter the FBI facility in Vienna. He was wearing an agent's jacket and had credentials and said he had a classified meeting. Now, police say that Worrell claimed to be receiving coded messages saying he was in danger and that the secure FBI facility would be a safe place. According to court documents, he was able to take a vehicle since the keys were left inside, though officials claim this is a common practice. An Atlanta woman is facing murder charges accused of killing her son. Investigators say Quadidra Rivera stabbed Christos Johnson during an argument last month. Johnson died at the hospital. Police arrested Rivera yesterday.
Fairfax County Police say a man posed as a rideshare driver and then raped a woman he offered to take home. Mohamed Abura has been arrested on rape and kidnapping charges. Fairfax County Police say he gave a ride to a woman in D.C.'s DuPont neighborhood early New Year's morning. They say he drove the victim to a park in Lorton and sexually assaulted her. Police say there could be more victims. They believe he was using a blue Volkswagen Jetta for his ride shares.
She's going low. You go high. All right? Let me hear you say rap, 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 rap. Rap, rap, rap.
Well, Fairfax County Police Department demonstrating a new way to restrain suspects. Now, you can see the new device shoots what's called a bolo wrap at the suspect. It allows officers to restrain people from a distance without resorting to a stun gun or a gun. Now, Fairfax County Police will be using this device, especially in mental health crises. Police began the pilot program for the bolo wrap in 2022. Police say the new tech is the future of policing. They hope it can cut down on the number of violent incidences.
Look out to try and identify what is the future of law enforcement. It's a restraint device that's going to minimize use of force.
In 2022, police shot and killed 26-year-old Jasper Allen Lynch in McLean. Lynch was experiencing a mental health crisis. Police Chief Kevin Davis says that he expects the rollout to transform how police can respond to crises.
And D.C. police are expanding the Amazon Lockers program. 2 new lockers have been added to police stations in Northwest. Now, officials say the lockers help prevent package theft. People ordering on Amazon now can have packages delivered to the police station lockers instead of their homes. The new lockers are at the 2nd District Station on Idaho Avenue and the 4th District Station on Georgia Avenue. Right now, there are lockers near Hay Street in Northeast and Pennsylvania Avenue in Southeast. The police department plans to install lockers at all 7 police district stations. And saving money is not only important in case of emergencies, it can also benefit your children in the future.
Our consumer reporter Ben Dennis stretching your dollar this morning with tips to improve your child's financial well-being.
Hey there, financial experts not only point to early childhood awareness of finances to set them up for success, many also encourage setting up savings to get them on a positive foot. So what to look out for? Forbes points to accounts that don't have monthly account maintenance fees, including free ATM access, accounts with high annual percentage yields, will give you the most money tacked on every year, and gravitate toward an account with low to no initial deposit requirements to get you started, and consider accounts with online tools to help your children learn money management along the way. With those tips in mind, here are several top picks for children's savings accounts according to Forbes this month, listing SoFi with 4.6% APY with an estimated $1,100 earnings over 1 year. $1,275 with BMO Alto. Their APY is a high 5.10%. Genius Bank has a similar offer, while Lending Club, American Express, and Marcus by Goldman Sachs also come out on top. Good news, there's a requirement of $1 balance or no money at all to get started on your savings journey here, and also consider utilizing tech to keep track of those goals.
They're going to be making financial decisions literally every day of their life. And the earlier they learn this stuff, the better they're going to get at it. Take the piggy banks and the envelopes and all that old school stuff, throw it out the window. Use digital.
And other accounts for parents to consider: checking accounts for your kids, student accounts designed for college, certificates of deposit with a fixed interest rate, plus prepaid debit cards, and custodial accounts. They're owned by someone on behalf of a minor, and money withdrawn must benefit that young person. Ben Dennis, back to you.
Thank you, Ben. Your time right now is 7:06 this morning. New research from D.C.-based organizations shows that the price of groceries is increasing, and it's a top concern for shoppers. According to Groundwork Collaborative, families are paying 25% more for groceries than they were before the pandemic. Meantime, the data shows overall prices have increased 19% due to record high levels of inflation. The study also reveals possible causes because of the rise in grocery prices, or due to that. Supply shock caused by decreased food production. This impacts the cost of meat, juice, and fresh produce. Now, a decrease in the import from food from other countries. For example, in the war in Ukraine, that led to a drop in wheat imports and a lack of supply, and the corporate profiteering. The collaborative says that a lack of competition for big companies leads to a spike in prices. Well, happening today, the Supreme Court faces a crucial question about the presidential election.
Yeah, justices will hear arguments over whether former President Donald Trump will be allowed on the ballot because of the Constitution's insurrection clause. Our Hannah Brandt looks ahead to today's hearing.
The Supreme Court is set to weigh in on a Colorado ruling booting Donald Trump from the ballot.
There are lots of implications for the 2024 election.
The justices will hear arguments over the Constitution's insurrection clause. It says anyone who engages in insurrection is barred from holding office. The Colorado Supreme Court ruled that makes Trump ineligible, but Trump's legal team is appealing the decision.
He deserves to be on the ballot, is their argument, and voters should decide who becomes their next president and not courts.
Georgetown law professor Michelle Goodwin says the case hinges on the question of whether the insurrection clause applies to the office of the president.
This is a highly unusual case because we've not been presented before with a backdrop like January 6th.
Donald Trump's political fate could be decided by this case, but he isn't expected to be here at the Supreme Court for the hearing, though his allies across the street at the Capitol are jumping to his defense.
They cannot beat President Trump in an actual free and fair election. So they are trying to rig the game in the courts.
Colorado Congresswoman Lauren Boebert slammed her state's effort to keep Trump off the ballot.
Absolutely absurd, completely un-American, completely unconstitutional.
And Congressman Matt Gaetz says he thinks the high court will side with Trump.
Our expectation is that the court will not embrace the anti-democratic impulses that we've seen elsewhere.
We don't know when the court will issue its ruling, but there is pressure to resolve the case by early March when Colorado holds its primary election. In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
The fiscal year 2025 budget for Loudoun County Public Schools is on its way to the Board of Supervisors. The school board approved the $1.8 billion budget proposal yesterday. Now, this budget is a $33 million increase over the previous fiscal year. The Board of Supervisors will consider the proposal during a joint work session with the school board in 2 weeks. Today, the Montgomery County Council's Audit Committee and Education and Culture Committee are expected to meet to review a report from the Montgomery County Office of the Inspector General. The report focuses on how Montgomery County Public Schools handles complaints of bullying and harassment. This comes after an MCPS employee was promoted despite having several allegations against him. The meeting will focus on the Inspector General's most recent report. It will also examine if the district has appropriate plans in place to respond to similar complaints. The session starts at 3 o'clock.
And the Montgomery County Council will host several more committee meetings today. They will focus on infrastructure and the economy. In one meeting, a council committee will review Infrastructure Maintenance Task Force preliminary report. That report lays out the necessary funding for maintaining the county's infrastructure. Another hearing will review the recommended capital improvements program. This lays out spending increases in the county between now and 2030. Lastly, a committee will review economic opportunities created by the county's sports teams.